Bigrat310. I'm going to try to make this my last video today. I really have no other reason to make a video today other than a Q&A, which might be possible. I've gotten into some questions lately, but I'll try to hold off the Q&A today. Maybe I can do it tomorrow and start watching the DVDs. Plus, the draft is today. I really want to watch it, so it's going to be very rare I do a DVD. Send in your votes. You have to send it to my inbox, and I forgot to say you can't vote for me. I said it like a long time ago, but I didn't say it in the last video. You can't vote for me. You have to vote for someone else. You can vote for yourself, but honestly, if you think you have no chance, please don't waste your vote. If you have like 5 subscribers, don't waste your vote on yourself, because most likely you're not going to win, and I could really use your vote for someone else, which can actually help. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just like trying to be realistic here. Send in your votes, please. Send in questions for a Q&A. I've gotten a lot more votes, and I'm appreciative of that, but I still need more. Come on, guys. Votes. Send in those votes. Okay. Now let's do my random DVD review. Where's... Oh, chill. Gotta get them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Okay. I think the best way to do this is chronological order, which also happens to be the order that I saw the DVDs. We got 5 to review today. Let's start with in the Summerslam anthology, which if you don't have it, you should, in the Summerslam anthology. Let's start off with Summerslam 1997. It's a little dark. I'm going to try to show as much as I can. First match is the cage match between Triple H and Mankind. Very good match in my opinion. Before I start again, this SummerSlam, I looked in the Wrestling Observer, only one match was 3 stars, and that was the main event. And the main event was 3 stars. And I thought that was unfair. I definitely think this cage match could have easily been 3.5 stars. Easily. Very good match. Radius, you were at SummerSlam. This one, can you give me your input at the bottom of what you think of the show then? Because I could really appreciate it. Goldust versus Brian Pillman. I like their Ground Zero match better. Which isn't saying much, because this match wasn't that special, but it was good, I guess. The Godwins, Legion of Doom. Wasn't really a big fan of the Godwins after 1996. After 1996, I'm like, I thought the gimmick was like cool, not cool, like, funny, I guess, and I can understand it, redneck hillbillies. But when you turn them heel, you fucking killed them. You killed them when you turned them heel. You completely destroyed their characters in my mind. And I actually like the Godwins, even though most people didn't. Bulldog versus Shamrock, 7-minute squash for the European title. Good match, I guess. Los Pericos versus DOA. I said it before. Why is this match worst feud of the year? I really don't get it. It was a good match. I also... Do you guys hate Ahmed Johnson? I didn't have a problem with him. I like Bobby Lashley. And to me, Ahmed Johnson and Bobby Lashley are, kind of like the same. I liked Ahmed Johnson a lot. But everyone fucking hates him. Edge said in his book, Ahmed Johnson was a horrible worker. Well, why does everyone hate Ahmed Johnson? Please tell me why. What's the big deal with Ahmed Johnson? I don't see a fault in his ring work. Is it his promo work? Just tell me. Then you have Austin and Owen in the neck-breaking match. Once again, I thought this match was 3 stars. I know Austin broke his neck and has probably one of the worst finishes to wrestling history because Austin had a broken neck. But it's still definitely a 3-star match in my opinion. I don't know why this SummerSlam got so much heat, but main event, Undertaker versus Hitman. I was pretty disappointed with the main event. I expected a lot more, and I'd seen it before, but I didn't really remember it. It was only 3 stars by the Wrestling Observer, and I'm like, how can you rate a main event for SummerSlam that low? Turns out they were right. It really was kind of bland. It was 20 minutes of submissions. Not much grappling, not much wrestling that I like. SummerSlam 1998. My favorite, possibly one of my favorites. The Oddities versus Kai and Tai. I know the Oddities were not great workers, but they were entertaining. D'Lo Brown Valvinus, I thought that match could have been 3 stars or more. X-Pac Jarrett was good. Mixed tag match was good, I guess. The Rock versus Triple H in Instant Classics 8. 5 favorite ladder match, which was good. And Austin Undertaker, which I think was very good. And it was good enough to be an Undertaker DVD. 99. Not that great of a year. Not that great of a year. I'm trying to think of a good match here. Shane McMahon versus Test was good. Al Snow versus Big Boss Man was entertaining because I liked the old hardcore style. The Tag Team Turmoil, I guess, was good. The main event was alright. The triple threat, it could have been so much more though. Not really. 1999 was just a bad year for wrestling overall. 2000, I haven't seen yet fully. At Shane McMahon versus Steve Blackman, and I'm not gonna watch this until I finish all the other DVDs, so you won't see Summerslam for a long time. Okay, now let's get to Tombstone, the last of the Christmas DVDs. I still have the Kurt Angle DVD, but I haven't seen that in a long time. That's the Kurt Angle's DVD. I think it's the last Christmas DVD that I haven't seen yet. The Undertaker Tombstone DVD, very good DVD. I'm gonna say the highlights. I liked both Match with Mankind. The Revenge of the Taker one I had never seen, and I thought it was very well done. I had to see the match with Bret Hart again, and then I thought, okay, maybe it's match with Bret at one night only. Maybe that's better. Not really. I'm like, it was kind of like the same exact match. And again, I would give it 3.25 stars, 3 stars. It just didn't entertain me, which is surprising since I'm a huge fan of both wrestlers. I really wasn't into it. And it's not that they did too many submissions. I can get into that stuff. I don't know what it was. It didn't feel like a 4-star match that I expected. Or even a 3.5-star match. Shawn Michaels at Ground Zero, which was like 10 minutes of knockouts and then a 16-minute match. It was very good. Hell in a Cell. I said it so many times. This match doesn't deserve to be 5 stars because it doesn't stand the test of time, in my opinion. I believe it doesn't stand the test of time because it only got 5 stars because it was the first Hell in a Cell match. Not that worthy. Kane at WrestleMania was good. The Hell in a Cell with Mankind, which I actually liked better than the Shawn Michaels one. Even though Mankind even said his match with Undertaker wasn't even that great. It was just the 2 falls. I don't care. Those 2 falls were awesome. And even the ring work, which people take for granted, the thumbtacks, people take for granted, the DDT on the chair, the leg drop through the chair, the steps through Undertaker through the cage. A lot of good stuff in that match besides the 2 spots. Versus The Rock, King of the Ring, that was good. Some great extras here. Basically as an extra for each match. Well, almost. And they were very well done. How Undertaker talks about Kane burning the Kane. How Undertaker talks to his parents' tombstones. A lot of stuff with Kane and Paul Bearer. And he did a great one about Yokozuna that I really liked. Just some overall good stuff. Next, in the last disc, against Austin and Fully Loaded. Not a big fan of First Blood matches. This is why. It was alright, nothing more. Triple H at X7. One of my favorites. Hulk Hogan at Judgment Day. Yeah. Brock Lesnar Hell in a Cell, which I think is better than his Hell in a Cell match with Shawn. In my opinion, this match was better. I'm sorry. I like Brock a lot. Versus John Cena at Vengeance. I said this before. This is probably John Cena's best match before he became the WWE title, the WWE champion. Even when he was WWE. I think, to me, this was probably my favorite John Cena match until his I Quit match with JBL. And it's not even that great of a match. I wouldn't even give it more than 3.5 stars. And 3.5 stars is still a stretch. But, I enjoyed it. Buried Alive match. Yeah. Match with Kane at Mania. Alright. It was pretty bad. 7 minutes. Ick. Now, he has the SmackDown match with Kurt Angle, which I consider a 4.5-star match. Okay, maybe the 4.25 just because of DQ. And the greatest Undertaker promo I've ever seen. You are not a fan of The Undertaker if you haven't seen this promo. It's an Easter egg, which sucks. On the Kane match, you have to click left twice or right twice. And it's not really a promo, it's more of a story. A story of how The Undertaker and Kane burned his parents' tombstones. It gives you makes you actually feel sympathy. Like, Undertaker as a child, how he was the oldest, he had to do his chores, giving you that establishing a scenery. And then it shows how his parents are dead, and he calls to the spirits of the underworld. Really just an all-around great. You will not understand The Undertaker's character if you haven't seen the promo. He says that, he does this, he calls on the spirit of darkness all day, because that's what his parents are, and they give him strength. It's not that he's from Satan, from hell, that everyone thinks. It's that he calls on from the spirit of darkness because they give him strength. Excellent DVD. Okay, we got Joe vs. Punk 2. I heard that this card was bad and only the main events were good. And I watched it and I proved them wrong. Jay Lethal vs. Delirious, I thought it was pretty good. Trace Brooks vs. Daisy Hayes for a women's match was alright. Four Corners match I thought was good with Josh Daniels, Angel Dust, Trent Acid, and Matt Sydal. The Pure Wrestling versus Ring of Hardcore, I didn't really like. I thought it was okay, but they really should have kept it Pure Wrestling. Carnage Crew versus DJ Andrews and Dalton, bad match. Roderick Strong and Jack Evans versus Homicide and Rocky Romero. The Generation Next versus the Rottweilers, great match. That was definitely worth my money. Why did he tell me that match was a waste? That match was definitely not a waste. I enjoyed that match. Encore match, very good effort. 4-star match in my opinion, maybe 3 3/4. And main event, overrated. I'm sorry. I was looking for a 5-star match, and I think I got a 4 1/4-star match. Because I can't give 60-minute matches 5 stars because I know exactly what happens. The first 30 minutes just is grappling, which I don't mind, but get to the fucking point. And they cut off the commentary. I don't know when they did, but they just cut it off completely. It was a great match, but it wasn't 5 stars in my opinion. I think it's a little overrated. And I just saw it now. Maybe I have to wait a little while. Maybe I have to see it again. But I still thought it was a very good match. It just wasn't 5 stars. Very few matches are because the storyline and all that. I'm Bigrat310.